Because a widow complained last week did this get rectified. Tell me, big government, when accountability dies, where do I send that sympathy card? Yeah. Happy holidays, everybody. Now, some of you may have gotten a good chuckle out of that Iraqi journalist who threw his shoes at President Bush missed. But here's a story you didn't hear, and even though it's in the same aggressive vein, I don't think you're going to find any humor in it. After a recent girls' basketball game between two area high schools, as the young ladies were going through the traditional exchange of high fives and nice game, good sportsmanship got slapped right in the face. Imagine going down that line and out of nowhere, whack! An opposing player who's apparently taken offense to something during the game delivers a stinging surprise to your face. Now, have you ever heard or even imagined any of our kids acting that way? Mixing it up during the game, that's one thing. Getting into someone's face after the game isn't being a competitor, it's being a coward. Who the player was and what schools were involved isn't nearly as important here as what did not happen after the incident. When Miss Slap Happy's coaches were asked about it, they shrugged it off. When the school's athletic director was informed, no phone call was returned. As adults, we're responsible for setting young people's guidelines. When those lines are crossed and the appropriate discipline is not delivered, the lesson of consequences is lost. When no one in charge took charge here, and at the very least looked into it, it was a slap in the face to all the other players, coaches, and ADs who are working hard to get it right. Happy holidays, everybody. As another year fades into history, I'd like to add my nominees to the best and the worst that 2008 had to offer. For the most honest person of the year, I nominate, of all things, a football player. Because if there was a Heisman Award for telling the truth, Iowa running back Shawn Green deserves it hands down. Most of us are not blind to the fact that some of the student athletes in high-profile programs hit the playbook a whole lot harder than the books, but for Green to come clean was refreshing. Quoting the All-American, "I really don't like school now. I shouldn't be saying that, but it's the truth." Understandably, a lot of the college sports hierarchy doesn't want to hear that, but the fact is, there's a lot of guys like Mr. Green who endure the academic side of college so they can major in the NFL draft. Is it the wise choice? No, but Green's honesty still grades out high in my book. Moving from best to worst, my nominee in the Cupid can't be that stupid category. She's the 23-year-old woman who just became engaged to 54-year-old Drew Peterson, the ex-Chicago cop who has two exes and, of course, the two other wives who have been mysteriously X'd out. Miss, I know love can be blind, but your heart must have the worst case of glaucoma in history. Even if he is innocent, he's obviously bad luck to be around. Tell you what, future wife number 5, make sure your bridal registry is with a security firm so we can all go in and get you 24-hour surveillance. It's a must for your serial hubby.